Welcome to the operator training for the Versalift VTL 41 FZ LV insulated boom fitted to an Iveco daily van. In the cab we have the operator's manual. This must stay with the truck at all times, and it's extremely important that you read this and understand it before you operate the boom. It covers every aspect of the boom, specifications, operation, emergency and preventative maintenance. So in the cab we have the EWP routine maintenance logbook, and it's extremely important that this is filled out every day. The operator needs to fill in the safety check records, any faults, problems and action taken, and the owner's routine safety checks. So to set up and operate the boom, first of all apply the handbrake. Make sure the transmission is in park. Turn the VTL on, turn your flashing lights on and your floodlights if you need them. You can operate the outriggers from in the cab using these switches, or you can operate it from the bucket. When the outriggers have been fully deployed, the green light will show. Another thing to note, inside the cab we have two stickers that you should check the dates on for your daily checks: the low voltage boom cert and the 6 monthly EWP inspection. We also have a sticker here that indicates the travel height at 3.5 metres, very important. As part of your daily checks you need to make sure that the hydraulic fluid level is at the maximum. We have outrigger pads provided here, and it's very important that these are used. Wheel chocks. We also have another set of the stickers for the low voltage boom and EWP mechanical, along with the identification plate and next normal inspection. These need to be checked as part of your daily checks each day. So for the normal operation of the boom, this key switch on the turret is facing towards the bucket. If you need to operate it using the lower controls, you turn the key switch over and then you use this pendant to control the boom. So to operate the boom using the lower control pendant, it works as follows. This is your dead man button. You press that button and then you select the function that you wish to operate. This raises the main boom or lowers it, swivels anti-clockwise or clockwise, extends or retracts the main boom, fly jib, out or in, bucket tilt. Those functions aren't required. This is your emergency pump. So to operate the emergency pump, you press that, press your dead man, and then you select the function that you wish to use. This button starts the motor and that button stops the motor. And then you have an emergency switch on the top to press in case of an emergency. Always make sure that has been released before you can operate the boom. To operate the outriggers from the bucket controls, first you move the toggle switch to outriggers. You use the left hand joystick to select left or right hand outrigger, and the right hand joystick to raise or lower. So if you were to lower the outriggers evenly, you just pull the joystick towards you. If you wish to operate an individual outrigger, you do the same and you select left or right on the left hand joystick. Then you raise the toggle switch back to the boom position for operating the boom. This boom can actually be operated without the outriggers deployed if you're working within 5 degrees of centre. To operate the boom using the bucket controls, first of all make sure the toggle switch is in the centre position. Then you use the left or the right hand joystick. The joystick controls are indicated on this panel in front of each joystick. The arrow indicates the movement and the yellow indicates the part of the boom that will move. For example, the left hand joystick moved to the right will extend the main boom. Moved forward, it will raise the main boom. Moved back, it will lower the main boom. Each joystick has a dead man trigger on the front which needs to be squeezed, and then you've got a proportional control with the joystick. To tilt the bucket manually, you hold the toggle switch in the up position and you use the left hand joystick to go forwards or back to tilt the bucket forward or back. To activate the emergency pump, you pull the toggle switch towards you and then you use the joysticks as you normally would. This is your emergency stop, which obviously needs to be released for normal operation. This switch starts the motor or stops the motor. Before you exit the bucket, always make sure that the weather cover is fully in position. One very important thing to note when you first start operating the boom is when you come out of the cradle, you need to go straight up on the main boom to lift it directly out of the stow point. Likewise, when you're stowing the boom, you need to fully retract it, fully retract the jib, and then lower the main boom directly into the cradle. If for some reason you're unable to operate the bucket using the bucket controls or the lower control pendant, then you'll need to use these emergency manual controls. How this works is each solenoid operates a single function on the boom. For example, this one retracts the jib and that solenoid anti-clockwise slew of the boom. These two valves here are speed controller valves. This one operates the speed of the function of the valves above it. This one here operates the speed of the function of the valves below it. These valves here control the outriggers. So to raise the outrigger, you press that knob and then you press the outrigger control knob. So to activate any of these manual controls, firstly you press and turn that control knob. Then, for example, to extend the main boom, you pull that knob and you slowly increase the speed accordingly. Release that knob to stop the function and then return the spool to the open position. So once you've used the emergency manual controls to lower the boom and stow it in position, it's very important that you release the spool